2020, it's 3:37 p.m. This is episode 953. I was thinking about maybe doing a bonus cartoon, maybe. And while I'm thinking about that, I figured, well, I'll have to get this video out of the way for the next cartoons video. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And I may not do the cartoon. I might sit around and think of other ideas for the subject. I don't know, I just like playing this guitar. Donald Trump's talking about how people are playing politics if they don't, by not reopening the schools. He thinks Democrats are in charge of all the schools in the country, I guess. They're not. And he thinks that that the schools are just being kept closed to hurt him, because everything comes down to being about Donald fucking Trump and Donald Trump's head. Getting a lot of comments about the sippy cups. But also this book came out. I totally forgot this cartoon covers two subjects. Which might have been too complex or just didn't hit the algorithms correct today, because it only has like 40 shares on Facebook. A bunch of shares on Twitter though, and a bunch of comments on Instagram, so go figure. And the hits to my website about the same as yesterday, which also did not do that greatly either. But Mary Trump's book has been CNN has got a copy of it. I think it comes out next week. And I think the biggest revelation in the book is that Donald Trump cheated on his SAT test by hiring somebody else to take it for him. And you know what? That's new information, but it's not a surprise, because we already knew Donald Trump was a cheater. I mean, look at it like this. He claims credit for the economy, job numbers, back when they were all good, and so it takes credit for those. And the stock market, even though he's not responsible for any of that, someone else did all that work, and he's taking credit for it. So yeah, he's taking credit for a bunch of other things that happened before he even walked into the Oval Office. He's taking credit for companies coming back to the country where they were decided before he came to office, you know. So yeah, he would take total credit. Yeah, he'd pay somebody to take his SAT. She also named the guy who did it, so that's the funny thing. Let's do my one shout out just to Robert Claytoonz. I guess I could have waited a couple more hours for someone else to come along, but yeah. He's talking about the race car cartoon that took a lot of work, and Robert Claytoonz appreciated it. He said there were a lot of details into this cartoon. I love it. Thank you, Robert Claytoonz. As I mentioned before, Robert Claytoonz will tell me when he doesn't like a cartoon, or just doesn't think it's my best or something. I don't think any cartoon is my best. I think I'm still waiting to draw my best cartoon. There's your cartoon, folks. This one was pretty easy compared to yesterday. The hardest thing about this cartoon was drawing Trump standing like that. And my next idea, he might be staying that way again. If he's in the next cartoon. I haven't made up my mind yet on that. Same subject, but he may not even be in it, so. Leave a comment, you will get a shout out, and click the red button and subscribe. Goodbye, everybody.